Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you.
What's up? Really like that. You really like that?
Let's shut up and grab some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous, it's Wednesday morning over here. We're preparing you guys for a massive showdown in Norman, Oklahoma this weekend as the Michigan Wolverines come to town to take on the Oklahoma Sooners. Now, you Oklahoma fans that are watching us today, we introduced ourselves to you guys with a John Mateer film study this spring. Almost 10,000 views on that. Hopefully, we can do a little bit better numbers today, okay? But I want to bring this to you today because I'm excited about this matchup, as is everyone else, but I'm excited about the quarterback duel that is going to be presented in this matchup Saturday night in Oklahoma, okay, between John Mateer and the young freshman Bryce Underwood. Obviously, Oklahoma's got the experience, Oklahoma's got the continuity with the offensive coordinator and the years of experience together between Arbuckle and John Mateer. Underwood, I think, has got immense talent and a little bit more continuity on the offensive side of the football, a little more balance, and we're going to show you that in our Bryce Underwood film study that will follow this one today on the network as well. Hey, we got a couple of rules around here. If you learn anything about the game of football, you must subscribe. If you learn anything about your favorite football team, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, you must subscribe. Hey, let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Not too much of a cold intro here today for you, or Jonathan. We got a lot to do, got a lot to go over, got a lot of film studies today to knock out. Here's what I will tell you about this game, okay, between Michigan and Oklahoma. If the Oklahoma Sooners do not figure out a way to create a sense of a run game, you might be in deep, deep trouble on Saturday, okay? Because I'm going to show you some Southern Illinois stuff, bringing that thump to your boys up on that offensive line of scrimmage. You had a real problem with a nose tackle from Southern Illinois. All right. So I don't know if we did enough on the offensive line last year to correct some things. John Mateer, I don't know if we did enough in the mechanical discipline department to be as clean as we need to possibly be. You're going to see today, Jonathan, we're going to lose the ball arm side and we're going to lose the nose of the football. The same stuff we talked about in the spring with this guy and his mechanics and this sidearm stuff and never really caring about our lower body and floating through progressions and reads and pockets. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. This dude's an immense talent. But there's a lack of discipline that creates misses on this guy. All right. And I do think we're a little bit aggressive. Play number 5 right here, Jonathan. As the ball is snapped, the middle of the field looks open. We see these two safeties there in split safety coverage. If we've got a post working into this, we might like it, right? Especially if they continue to split into those half reads as the ball is snapped. However, Jonathan, as we put the ball in the belly of the back, they rotate to cover 3. The middle of the field is closed. We all see that guy standing on the big OUs. The post should be shut down. We should not be working to the post right about now, but he does anyways. Downset Hut, he chunks that sucker to number 5, and it ends up looking like it's thrown into triple coverage. All right, we can't make these types of mistakes, okay? Just out of pure aggression. We can't just be hunting big-time explosives. Now, here's the good news for Oklahoma fans listening to this today, Jonathan. It's not even close to an interception because you can see already we are losing this ball arm side. Do you see that? Looky here. All of our momentum pointing right down the middle of our screen. The ball's already missing right. Now, it's missing right within 10 yards. What do you think it's going to look like downfield at 60? Okay? This sidearm trajectory, it leads to these big-time misses. Now, it's good we had this big-time miss right here because if we hit this in stride, we might be tipped, intercepted, whatever. But, hey, we're going to miss arm side today. I'm telling you that right now. We're going to miss arm side, and we're going to miss the nose diving on us low. Hey, there's no doubt about it, though. There is a serious level of comfort in this system for this quarterback, okay? We got a good example of false eyes right here, Jonathan. I can't remember the concept down here on the front side to the trips, but we got the dig working back in on the back side over here, okay? I think that's what we got. No, we got it coming in on the front side. We got this spot route from number 12 working our way over the ball, and this is a great job right here providing false eyes to start this snap. Jonathan, watch how we whip our eyes to the right here, try to pull one of them low hole defenders out of the middle of the spot, okay? Give me a snap right here, Johnny. Come on, Johnny. Down set hut. Boom. Great job right there. Bringing those false eyes to our right. Hey, we know we're working back here when it opens up into the progressions. Third down right now. We've got to take him off the midline. We got to take him off the spot with our eyes. We call these false eyes around here on the network. Bring him over there, snap back, get to your target, okay? And we made that window possible right there. We made that window possible. Had we just stared, we're going to float that backside right inside linebacker into our equation right now, and we're going to be in trouble. But because we opened in our drop and held them eyes there and then came back to our read and ripped it, we're good. All right, we got a nice throwable window. That's veteran quarterback play. And again, that's the type of stuff we see on tape when you bring the OC with you, right? When you say, okay, we'll pay the $1.8 million for the transfer and we'll pay the $900,000 for the OC. You know what I mean? That just makes sense to me. If I'm going to spend $1 million, I might as well spend $2 million to make sure we got continuity. Another look at it right here. Good false eyes, good rip. Bam. That's a damn dot right here, Jonathan. Backed up in our own end as an offense. Okay, I think they fire this safety right here. He gets into our face and into the equation here, and we still rip a dot, Jonathan. Still rip a dot down on the sideline. I think he's a real good hooper, bro. I think he's a baller, all right? I think there's a level of playmakerness about him, all right? And that's an innate ability that I have found about football players. You either are a bucket getter, you either are a playmaker, or you are not. Hey, Jonathan, one thing you're also going to see, Oklahoma fans, nana boo-boo this guy. I did not watch the TV copy of your Illinois State game, so last night when we made this prediction, I'm like, X Factor, Jade Knott, that dude didn't play a damn lick in this football game. And I know he's banged up, and we looked at the quotes today, but hey, y'all got other backs that are toting the rock right now for you guys. Now, here's one thing I don't expect to see Oklahoma do, Jonathan. See this right here? That's what we call a free access throw. All right? You're off coverage. You're giving me a 5-yard hitch that I'm going to turn into a 7-yard completion. Guys, we cannot give this guy free access throws. In this system, they're going to eat us and pick and stick us and chunk and dunk us all the way down the field if we're not careful. I do not expect Michigan's defense to give these types of free access throws. Do you?
No.
I do not. Whether they're in some kind of walk down, press bail zone, which is what they were in last year against Texas, or whether they're in some type of cover 2, or whether they dare to play man coverage, which I don't think I've ever seen Michigan really try to do outside of situational football. Can't give them those free access throws, though. You see the stroke right here again. We're going to be leaning. Now, I love how we never overstride, we never work energy back into our body, but we are very much so a shortstop turning 2 on almost everything. Y'all ever watch the shortstop flip through, cut the bag with his toe, and then punch that thing to first base? One of them right there? That's material all day long. We're going to touch the corner of that bag, and we're going to flip that thing to first base all day long with this guy, okay? I mean, that was it right there. That's exactly what I just showed you. Now, will he avoid the massive sack or the massive hit, Jonathan? That's my question. Has been. We're not learning much different in terms of how he's going to handle this transition into this conference, right? This is the same level of comp he played last year when he was at Wazoo. Honest to God, this is the stuff he ate up against, right? And he was allowed to still play with this type of freedom and lack of I'm not going to say discipline, but lack of recourse. There's no negatives here. There's no, hey, we learned a lesson about running around like a chicken with our head cut off. Maybe we should get down. Maybe we should play on time. Maybe we should get rid of the football. We haven't learned any of these lessons yet. I wonder if this weekend is the first time we do, right? We're a really good athlete, don't get me wrong. But on Saturday, Is this a big hit, or is this I still get out, right? Is this a big hit, or is this I make this guy miss? All right. Is the next one a big hit, or do I have time to get down? You see what I'm saying? Are we able to avoid the massive hit and the massive catastrophic sack on Saturday? I'm going to venture to say they get him at least once. They hit him clean. They hit him flush at least once, and they probably get him to take a terrible negative, a sack at least once. Now, hey, middle of the field is open now finally. I think what Arbuckle does do a really good job of is find really easy explosives for his tight end. I can't remember if this is after a big play, but Jonathan, look how dead everyone else is on this play. He's dead. He's dead essentially. He's looking for the ball now, which indicates to me he's the hot in the progression. All right, but we're just trying to work this tight end right down the middle of the field right here. That's all we're trying to get to. Nobody else is really active in the progression. The tight end is, though. Bang. Put it on his face. I don't think that's a tight end, actually. It might be. Either way, I don't think they're good enough at tight end or offensive line right now, and we're going to talk about that as the film study progresses. They cannot move people off the rock. They cannot move people off the rock. Hey, if you got something running loose, he's going to hit it. That's the other thing about him. If he sees any type of grass, he is taking the shots. Let's talk tendencies. Let's talk football. Hey, Jonathan, I got the back in front of the quarterback. We see that? How we're on different levels? What do we think might be coming right here inside the 10, first and goal, running backs in front of the quarterback? Some type of quarterback run. Okay, some type of quarterback run. If the running back is in front of the quarterback, he is doing so to block for the quarterback, whether it be in pass protection or whether it be in run. Okay, so watch this. They're going right at it. And you got to prepare for this with this guy. 6'3", 235 pounds, really, really good athlete. He'll try to run you over every once in a while as well. But that's a little offensive tendency. Anytime we see the back in front, we're getting one of three things, right? Getting pass protection, he's lead blocking, or they're running outside zone back this way. All right, a lot of teams in shotgun like to put the back in front of the quarterback, get him on that flat 90-degree track, running flat down the line of scrimmage, and then working his way vertical. But those are really only the options that you got. And with a mobile quarterback, we should be cue and run. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a quick break to give a big time shout out to our friends over at Sleeper, our premier sponsor on the year, and they're doing a great job. The #1 place for daily fantasy and prop plays. Sleeper Picks is a real money product that connects friends over picks. Choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. Pick more than or less than the predicted stats. It's that simple. Over on Sleeper, you can get up to 100x payouts, share with your friends, and get rewarded together. Use promo code Brooks today over on Sleeper and get a 100% deposit match up to $100. That's sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Again, promo code Brooks on Sleeper gets you 100% deposit match today up to $100. Sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Terms and conditions apply. I want to give you a quick tutorial of how friendly and how easy it is over there on Sleeper today. We're going to scroll over to the college football tabs at the top right there, and then you can see we've got all the quarterbacks ready for their pass yardage with their total yardages set. We've got rushing yardages for both quarterbacks and running backs, receiving yards, all that good stuff, passing touchdowns. And here's what I am looking at today, guys. Looks really, really juicy. Jamal Haynes, half a touchdown total in this matchup this weekend against Oklahoma. Come on, guys. One place to be this year, Sleeper. Promo code Brooks. We appreciate those guys. Nothing about this is fundamentally clean. Nothing about this. Now, he hits a massive explosive. That's a great job. Their defense is boo-boo Swiss cheese, like we all understand. But nothing about this mechanically is what we're supposed to be taught, what we're supposed to be doing. Okay, we're falling all over our right side. We're a little bit too low on the arm slot, all that good stuff. We're floating in the pocket. We're doing really, really not so positive things right here mechanically, but we got a touchdown. And that's awesome, or a 60-yard explosive, and that's awesome. But look how far we are leaning right. Our front knees locked out. We're losing a bunch of momentum this way. Our whole body's floating this way after the throw. All that good stuff, okay? Foot's up off the ground. We're just doing a lot of stuff that ain't mechanically clean. And now, why does it matter? Well, you're going to see some pretty bad misses every once in a while. You're also going to see some errant throws that end up in defenders' hands every once in a while, okay? Which we're going to see in a little bit. We're big process over results around here, right? So we watched that with Arch. Some of Arch's best throws on Saturday against Ohio State had terrible mechanics. Terrible mechanics. Some of his worst throws on Saturdays, he had terrible mechanics, okay? Mechanics clean a lot of this stuff up. It's what allows us to be consistently good at the position. And again, the very next play, looky here. What do? We fall left and we spike a ball into the ground. Well, I tell you, we're going to lose the nose, right? We're going to lose the nose and we're going to lose it arm side. We've already seen him lose it arm side once. Here we see him lose the nose of the football, spike a little easy access throw for them out in the flat. And why? Because we're floating, right? Instead of being firm and being physical right here and being disciplined, we're continuing to float left and we lose the nose of the football. Get a good look at it here from the tight. Okay, I know the action's taking us left, but we don't have to keep floating like that and losing the nose of the rock. I like the process here, but my God, is this easy. My God, is this easy. I think we got the square end coming from the front side. All right, so as he takes his three-step drop, he's going to look to his left and try to pull as many defenders as he possibly can because he's got this skinny working back on the backside. Look at him. Downset hut, stare at the safety, get him off the line, make sure he does, and then rip it. But again, I don't think this is going to be this open on Saturday. I hope not. I hope whatever coverage Michigan's playing, they ain't this damn bad. You know what I mean? But I don't think this happens if we don't influence this guy this way. Watch this. Pulling left, that's it. That's all we need. We need that little hold. If he moves this way, we're cooked. He's right in our window, especially with how we throw the football. One rods. But here's my problem on Saturday's matchup. I don't think, guys, they're a counter and wide zone football team right now. This is wide zone I'm about to show you. They also run a lot of counter. They don't do it well. If we're going to be a wide zone counter football team, we got to have really good athletes up front. I don't think they have that. Right tackle, to me, I don't know what he's rated, Oklahoma fans. I don't know what y'all got. On tape against Southern Illinois, right tackle, not good enough. Right tackle, not good enough. Interior offensive line, not good enough. Okay? Just not good enough. Y'all can't move the ball on the ground. You're going to become one-dimensional on Saturday, and that scares the piss out of me, honest to God. It scares me because we're in game one, and we got to head up 2, and we don't know that we're digging him out to go to number 0, right? We don't know that we can't just, hey, I'm going to lollygag around at right guard, pretend to give a hand, and not run through his pec, right? Not run through his inside pec and be physical. I don't understand how we're just giving a false hand right there, and my right tackle's not good enough to dig out number 97 from Southern Illinois. See what I'm saying? This bothers me. This bothers me for this football game because I don't know a damn thing about Michigan's defensive roster. Do you? I don't know a damn thing about Michigan's roster, but I know they're going to be able to stop the run. I know that's what they do. I know they're a line of scrimmage football team. I know their head coach is an offensive line guy. All right? I know they're going to be able to stop the run better than Southern Illinois or whichever Illinois directional school we're playing right here. Is it Southern? It's Illinois State, excuse me. My bad. Is that the Cardinals? No disrespect to the Cardinals. We don't have to watch that play because I don't think he came back to it. I do want to show you this, though. All right, so we talked about eliminating the free access throws. Hey, we're getting real jumpy on this hitch at the top of the screen. This type of coordinator, because I watched him, I studied him at Washington State, I know this to be true. If you start jumping hitches, if you start jumping the free access throws, and when I say that, I'm talking about you're playing 9 yards off and then you drive down on the hitch, not we're playing bump and run and we squat on the hitch a little bit too early. No. I'm talking about this. This type of aggression in these free access throws will get you double moved really quickly. This guy knows how to hunt explosives when he sees them. I really like that about him. Now, he doesn't come back to the Hugo in this football game, but they're playing Illinois State. If you get that aggressive in the free access throws off man coverage, he is going to hunt you with double moves. Now, this was unlike him. I was I was rather shocked to see him turn this ball down. They're going to have a deep over working right here, Jonathan, from this number 3 wide receiver, if my memory serves me correctly. And I was a little bit stunned to see him not rip this football, because this seems like, hey, look, low safety's in the hole now. This is going to run to grass, big dog. Why are we not ripping that? What do we not like about that? We come off of it immediately and get down here to the flat. It's one of those ones I want to have a conversation with the quarterback, because first play of the game, Bubba, you threw that very same play into triple. So I don't know why we're coming off of that right now. Hey, got to be ready to play when you play this guy. If you're a receiver and you're playing this guy, you better be ready to play. Okay, they got a little RPO. Come on, HDMI. They got a little rollout pass concept right here working. It's a little flood concept. We got a hitch. We got a deep over. We got a spray route down on the bottom, okay, or a Y banana, whatever you want to call this. Hey, he's throwing that ball right now as you get out of this break. If you play wide receiver with this guy, if you play wide receiver with the next guy we're going to study on this channel, you better have good hands, and you better snap your head around and get ready. And you also better expect the football. When we first broke him down, we compared him to Jason Kidd, right? Or White Chocolate, one of these point guards that you got to play with that's like, oh, the ball might always come to me, so I always better be ready to shoot. We always better be ready to catch the football with this guy. This is a drop right here by 84 in my opinion. Now, hey, guess where we lose it, Jonathan?
Arm side.
We lose it arm side, and we lose it high. But that's more on the wide receiver not being ready to catch football. What's going on with the Skippy tape today? Ops hopping today, Jonathan?
Might be.
Ops hopping? All right, hey, 3rd and 14 ain't going to be this easy this weekend. Some of this stuff is not translatable. Like, we can't throw the ball 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage against Michigan and pick up 16. I don't think. Do you? I don't know. Again, if Michigan's this bad, I'd be more shocked than anything else that's happened so far in college football, because that ain't Division I football right there. We're just swinging screens on 3rd and 14 and picking up 17 yards. No, sir, not in a big boy game. All right, this is what I'm talking about. This ain't it. All right, they're trying to run counter right here, but against a wide 9, Jonathan, when we're pulling, hey, we should probably expect to log this guy, especially 34 snaps in. We've already taken a look at this. All right, as an offense, we've ran this play before. Look at it. Playing a little bit wide, probably don't have an opportunity to kick him, but we're going to try to kick him anyways. But we've been playing 2.5 quarters of this already, and now the tight end's thinking, well, he logged it the last 3 or 4 times we ran this play, so I think he's going to log it again. Well, I'm going to run to the outside of him, but now the back thinks, oh, well, he's kicking him out, so I'm going to run inside of him. Oh, but we don't have anybody to block him because the tight end just bounced out. So here's the deal. Tight end, you did wrong. You guessed your guy in front of you kicked out, which means you should insert. Back, you did wrong. You're supposed to be following the tight end. If you followed the tight end, you'd be bouncing outside with the tight end right now, and maybe we might have some green grass out there. But it's just, we're trying to run wide zone, we're trying to run counter, and we're not really good at either right about now. Now, I know it's early in the season, but guys, we get no movement. We still have an opportunity right here, by the way, guys, but we get no movement on this nose up to this backside inside linebacker. How is 46 free right there? How is that possible? We're playing Illinois State. We should still have a winner right now. All right, let's talk some ball here. Hey, got to know we're hot right here. They got 6 walked up on us. Okay, they got 6 walked up on us on the line of scrimmage. As an offensive line, we have called lucky, which means we are in a 4-man slide or a 5-man slide to our left. Lucky is a 5-letter word, and it starts with the letter L. Lucky. We're going to send a 5-man slide to our left, which, Jonathan, means if this end man on the line of scrimmage ends up triggering, he's ours. We are in empty as a quarterback. We're hot off that guy. So here's what I would do off this snap, Jonathan. I would say down set hut. We got a left man slide. I'm going to float to my left because I know the free hitter's over here, right? So I'm going to float away from him, and I'm going to be ready to play hot, which I have a spot route right here from the number 2 wide receiver. All right, that would be my mental process, especially backed up inside my own 15 against a team that's outmanned. Hey, here we go. We got a full man slide left. I'm thinking if he triggers now, we're floating left. I'm going to hit this hitch. So that's my thought process. That's what I've got going on in my head as a quarterback right here. Let's see what he does. Downside Hut takes the 3, stands in one spot. Now he's flushed with pressure, seems to be surprised by it. Now he's going to start floating left. And guess what? We can't throw these footballs. We're out of this progression. We're too much into a sprint mode right now, and we throw this football late. Now we got to punt the football. It's 3rd and 9. So this is what I'm talking about. We're in year 2 as a starter. All right, year 2 in this system. We got a full man, 5-man slide to our left. We got an end man on the line of scrimmage that is free. We should be floating from him immediately. And guess what happens if we do? If we float from him, we got a chance right here with number 5. All right, we got a real chance right here with number 5. If we put that ball on his face and allow him to get north to south, pick up the sticks. This is my biggest fear, though. Okay? It's my biggest fear. It's first possession of this next, or first play of this next possession. It's 1st and 10. And we need to count it on Saturday, Jonathan. Not how the 3rd and long distance is. We can find that. Everybody's doing that. Are they in 2nd and 12 a lot? Are they in 2nd and 10 a lot? Are they in 2nd and 11 a lot? All right, because when you do that, because you can't run the football like this right here, that's a problem. That's a real problem against really, really good football teams. Here we go again, trying to run counter. Oh, we're just not running it well, guys. We got a guard that thinks he's rapping. So like we just talked about, hey, tight end, you are being a ball carrier essentially. If you see the offensive lineman in front of you log and go to pin that defensive end inside, we have to bounce around him. And thus the back will as well. If right here, that's a log. Everything about that says a log. The Illinois State defensive end has his head inside of that offensive lineman. You, 12, should be bouncing out and rapping with him. We just don't. It looks to me like we hadn't taken a lot of reps at it. It's still young. We're still early in the system. I understand that. Should get a lot of this cleaned up. But guys, if you're an H-back tight end and you ain't ran counter, what football you been playing? You know what I mean? Have you been an ex-receiver in high school? Have you never played tight end? Like, we all know how to run counter. Shit, I was running counter in 5th grade. I mean, just absolutely flabbergasted right here that we miss arm side. I mean, absolutely flabbergasted right here that we miss arm side, and we do so for a pick. Okay? Trying to work these false eyes again right here, Jonathan. Trying to work left, hold that middle linebacker right there on the midline, and work that dig into that first window over here. But guess where we lose it? Look at our momentum, guys. No duh, we lose it arm side. You know what I mean? Watch where this ball misses. Whoop, right into a defender's face. Hey, I want to show this because I want to give some shout outs to the Ben Arbuckle right here. I think it's a really neat way of running spacing right here, Jonathan. We're going to run, I think, number 1 on a corner route. We're going to stem release, get him matched up in the same window, get him on levels right here, and then we're going to spray the back right here into the flat. I think this is a really, really neat way of getting to this because I've seen a lot of people do it out of 3x1. I don't see a lot of people creating that mesh stacked release right there and creating confusion, which is what it does. Are both of us taking him or am I taking him? Boom, we left the hitch wide open. Still miss arm side, didn't we? It's almost as if like mechanics matter. You know what I mean? Super talented thrower, there's no doubt about it, but we have zero discipline. Zero discipline. This is my primary concern though. Jonathan, we've got 5 offensive linemen, a tight end, 2 ball carriers in the box. So that's 8. They've got 8 on offense. And look at what Illinois is playing. Illinois is playing 6 in the box. Now, I know that safety's standing at 8 yards, but they've got 6 in the box. Illinois State is playing this undermanned. Illinois State's playing this light in the box versus you. That scares the piss out of me. And we still couldn't run the ball. I mean, just getting absolutely stuffed by Illinois State. That concerns me going into this weekend, ain't no doubt about it. Hey, but I love the offense. I love the explosivity of it. I don't know if we're going to get as many free access things in this coming up football game versus Michigan, all right? But I have a pretty good firm theory that they're going to get made one-dimensional. Appreciate you guys for being here. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Love you. Bye.